Good evening, everybody. It's not unusual for us to bring you stories about the impact of the heroin epidemic in our community.
What is unusual, though, is for law enforcement to very publicly say that we need to find a better way to deal with it. According to the Newtown police chief, Hamilton County dispatchers sent officers to 6 overdoses this past Saturday alone. And one of those cases was one too many for Newtown. Local 12's Rich Jaffe joins us now with the changing perspective on heroin. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Cammie. When you look at the nativity scene here and all the Christmas lights and you think about the holiday season, it is tough to imagine that in this little village, in the past month, they have seen 3 heroin overdoses. Now, 2 of those people actually survived thanks to quick responses and Narcan. But Newtown Police Chief Tom Synan says we have got to find a better way to deal with it. This weekend, Newtown Police Chief Tom Synan thought he was headed for a holiday event.
Come in a little bit early, and as soon as I turn on the radio, we come down the hill, and we get the call for non-breather, heroin overdose.
Thanks to the quick response of emergency crews, Synan says the young woman who had overdosed was brought back from the dead and survived, even placed into a treatment facility. She was the 3rd village overdose in a month. Another recent overdose where the young man died prompted the chief to write a powerful editorial in the Enquirer a couple of weeks ago. It was also posted on his Facebook page.
I think that it was the realization that it was an entire family lost. And if this shocks me, and I watched it for 21 years, and I even knew it was coming, even though I tried everything, the department tried everything we could, for us to be shocked by this, it should shock our communities.
The chief's story stimulated an ongoing discussion about heroin through the internet. It continued this weekend. Chief Synan's perspective is amazingly similar to what we heard just a few months ago from another police chief right here in New Richmond.
This is bigger than law enforcement, and law enforcement alone is not going to solve this problem at all.
When Chief Randy Harvey told us he was virtually helpless to stop small heroin transactions in the village, the community rallied behind him and a grassroots program called River Rats for Recovery formed. So far, the group has helped 22 addicts into recovery programs, and the drug has become much harder to find in the village. Newtown's heroin problem is just over the hill from New Richmond.
It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, could care less about the color of your skin, it doesn't care what religion you believe in, and it doesn't care where you live. It is literally everywhere in our communities. And if nothing else, we need to revamp how we think about this heroin issue and how we're going to take on this challenge.
Now, Chief Synan says he does not know what the ultimate answer is, but he's really encouraged by the fact that people are openly talking about it and at least thinking about that challenge, as he calls it. The reality of the whole situation, though, is that until we come up with a really good solution to heroin, we will all continue to be paying for it. In Newtown, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cammie?
All right, Rich, thank you. And if you'd like to read the original email that became Chief Synan's editorial, you can find it attached to Rich's story. That's on our website. It's local12.com.